Mzila Ndlovu, a prominent Zimbabwean politician, has ignited a heated debate by questioning the government's commitment to compensating white farmers for land redistribution. Ndlovu, known for his unwavering stance on social justice, argues that prioritizing white farmers over the plight of former Zimbabwe People's Revolutionary Army fighters is a grave injustice. He believes that the sacrifices made by these freedom fighters during Zimbabwe's liberation struggle deserve greater recognition and tangible compensation. Ndlovu's bold stance has brought to the forefront a long-standing tension surrounding land ownership and the legacy of colonialism in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe's land reform program, launched in the early 2000s, aimed to address the deeply skewed land ownership patterns inherited from colonial rule. The program saw the government acquire vast tracts of land from white commercial farmers and redistribute it to landless black Zimbabweans. While lauded by many as a necessary step towards achieving social and economic justice, the program was not without its challenges. The often chaotic and violent manner in which land seizures were carried out drew international condemnation and crippled the country's agricultural sector. Western governments and international financial institutions imposed sanctions on Zimbabwe, further exacerbating the country's economic woes. In recent years, the Zimbabwean government has sought to mend fences with the international community, including offering compensation to white farmers who lost their land. This move has been met with mixed reactions, with some arguing that it is a necessary step towards national reconciliation, while others, like Ndlovu, view it as a betrayal of the ideals of the liberation struggle. ZIPRA, the armed wing of the Zimbabwe African People's Union, played a pivotal role in dismantling white minority rule in Zimbabwe. These brave men and women endured unimaginable hardships, sacrificing their youth and often their lives for the promise of a free and equitable Zimbabwe. However, many ZIPRA veterans argue that the fruits of independence have eluded them. They languish in poverty, their sacrifice is largely forgotten by the very government they fought to establish. Many live with physical and emotional scars from the war, with little access to healthcare or social support. The government's failure to adequately compensate them for their service has fueled resentment and a sense of betrayal among these veterans. Ndlovu's call for prioritizing their welfare has resonated deeply with many ZIPRA veterans and their families, who feel that their sacrifices have been overlooked for far too long. Ndlovu's stance on the compensation issue is rooted in his belief that true justice requires addressing historical injustices. He argues that while white farmers may have lost land, ZIPRA fighters lost limbs, livelihoods, and loved ones in the fight for a free Zimbabwe. Their sacrifices, he contends, cannot be measured in monetary terms. Furthermore, Ndlovu argues that compensating white farmers while neglecting the plight of ZIPRA fighters perpetuates the very inequalities that the liberation struggle sought to dismantle. It sends a dangerous message that the sacrifices of Zimbabweans who fought for freedom are valued less than the property rights of those who benefited from colonial rule. Ndlovu's call for a moral reckoning is a powerful reminder that true reconciliation and national healing cannot be achieved without addressing the root causes of historical injustices.